almost more than 10 to 15 minutes, you focus your head on that side. You can just turn this side. It is a relaxation. It is a very great pleasure for me to stand before you, and that too before Sambat. You know Sambat very well. More than 45 to 60 or 70.
I want only subject everybody.
Oh, okay. His leadership quality, his leadership quality is very well, even from the year 1773. While he was studying in the third year, he organized simply within 5 minutes, he invited the professor, IAS officer, and conducted a meeting. Afterwards, he became very popular among the students. And moreover, he is shrewd in his activities and attended and convened so many conferences in various places. There is a poem in Tamil, Mahan Thandaikku Aatrum Udavi, Ivan Thandai En Notran Kol Enum Sol. Adupole, since he is my student, it is my word, Manavan Thandaikku, Manavan Asiriyarukku Aatrum Udavi, Ivan EppairpattavanEndre Ulagu Ariya Vendum. So I am very proud to be with him for the past 40-45 years, more than 50 years. And regarding the women's position, I have written more than 70 books. About women's position also, I have written a lot of information from various countries. And in these books, regarding the position of the women, when Jayanti was talking about the sidelining the men while bringing the wealth, there is a poem in Sangam literature. A poet went to many places and collected the amount and returned back to his house and gave the amount to his wife, saying, Innorukku ennadu, ennodum soodadu, pallangu vaalvom endrum ennadu, ellarukkum kodu madi. Madi means wife. He is saying that he knows her very well, that she will safeguard everything and protect the family. So she is called Manayal. She is protecting the house. So such kind of knowledge the man has. So he praised her and told her to keep everything and save the wealth. So in course of time, we can see throughout the various poems in Tirukural or Naladiyar or in the Sangam literature and Pallava period or other period in the history of Tamil Nadu, we can see they have given more importance to the women folk. But during the 12th to 15th century or 17th century, they were not given importance. They were kept aside in the kitchen only. So in course of time, during the British period, it was so humiliated. And during this modern period, now they have occupied a very good position. They are in equal status with various positions. They have occupied almost all the job-oriented places. In which I want to say, regarding the entrepreneurship, and entrepreneurship has traditionally been defined as the process of designing, launching, and running new business, which typically begins as a small business. But most of the people, even I can say 90% of the men folk are not believing the women and entrusting the job to the women. There are so many reasons, because what we can say, they cannot manage the entrepreneurship, they cannot manage the leadership quality. That is one of the reasons they are not giving importance to the women. And it has been defined as the capacity and the willingness to develop, organize, and manage a business venture along with any of the risk order to make the profit. And similarly, we can say, Yenni Tuniga Karumam, Tunidaban Yenuvadi Enbadi Irke. But regarding the women folk, they have some kind of doubt among themselves. They are not believing their own activities, so that they are not able to come forward. They are believing their husband or the children or their son or other people. So they are not able to give full focus on their job. They were not able to manage. Nowadays, these people are in various positions, and they are not hesitating to manage the offices and other things. Rather than working as an employee, as an entrepreneur runs a small business and assumes all the risk and reward of a given business. They don't want to take any risk regarding the job position or managing the company. So since they do not want to take any risk position, they want to be an employee throughout their life. It should be neglected, so women folk should come forward to manage independently, and it becomes more or less regarding the entrepreneurship. They like it to be only the business at the second line or third line. Entrepreneurship spirit is characterized as innovation and risk-taking. While entrepreneurship is often associated with the new, small profit startup, entrepreneurship behavior can be seen in small, medium, and large-sized firms. They don't want to take a very big business as a whole. They want a small size, or they don't want to go for any loan, even though they are getting a loan for their entrepreneurship projects work. They don't want to have such kind of risk job. So, at the same time, they have so many other problems in their life. Regarding, they have to manage their family. And apart from managing their family, regarding the sexual harassment, they are not able to go on independently any project work. So nowadays, this kind of systems are now changing. Studies have shows that succeeded female entrepreneurs start their business as a second or third profession. According to the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor report, women are nearly 1/3 more likely to start a business out of necessity than men. Most of the women folk, they start their business due to necessity, either after the divorce or after the death of her husband, or living alone when the parents are alone, leaving them alone. So in such cases, they want to project themselves to start a business. But that too, they don't want to take any big business. They want to start a very small business by getting loan and other things. But at the same time, we can see through the ancient period, women folk, they took strong ventures to go to villages. Nellum, uppum, nere, urir, kollirovana, seridorum mulangum. So they started their business as a small one, and they roamed various streets and other places. And even during the night, 6 to 7 or 9 o'clock, they used to stay by keeping the lamp on the streets. Mean fish, they used to sell the fish. At that time, they have to stay there up to 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Even now we can see on the sea coast, many women folk they are doing. And also they are doing such kind of small businesses. Poo kattuvadu, nellu kadai, small shops start pandrathu. They are doing it in large scale. The number of self-employed women has steadily increased over the past 3 decades, putting them at an approximate 33% increase. Many female-owned businesses continue to be home-based operations. These types of business usually have limited revenue, with about 80% of them making them very less amount. Most women-owned businesses are in wholesale, retail trade, and manufacturing. Female entrepreneurs have also made a name for themselves in professional, scientific, and technical services, as well as the healthcare and social assistance. Such kind of problems existing among the women folk to start any business in the society. So now, as a mark of my visit to this place, I suggest the idea that women folk should be enlarged in large scale in the conference. In the conference, we see only limited people have come, And that too, from this local area, I do not see much of the people. So if you start any business, if you start any bank in South Africa, South Africa, you have to include more women folk. You have to encourage them to come forward to start some business among themselves. Such kind of a business, if you give opportunity for them, even though there are a lot of risk activities, you have to give more importance to them. Then only, as Mahatma Gandhi told, if one lady is educated, the whole village is educated. Such kind of systems should come forward. All the women folk should be given education so that they will have their own courage to lead their life in future course. So once again, I express my sincere thanks to all the participants, and this is a memorable visit to South Africa. I once again express my thanks to Sambat.